Welcome to my channel, Aquarius. Thank you so much for stopping by. Um, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome. I do love you. Thank you so much for all your continued support. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. And if you feel that something resonates, please don't forget to like and subscribe and join my channel. I do appreciate you stopping by. Let's go ahead and get started. I already had one drop out, which says addiction. Okay. Says challenges with unhealthy habits and financial struggles. Some of you may have some sort of addictive personality issues. It might be something that's really consuming your thoughts here for the month of August. So we'll kind of delve a little bit more in that. Make sure you don't have any abnormal spending habits. I do hear that you may have some sort of you may spend a little bit more than you anticipated this month and default on something, or have an outstanding bill that you may have forgotten to pay and then spent your money on something else. It might be some sort of event or outing that you go to that you spend more money than you anticipated. So just be mindful of that here in the month of August. Let's see what else we have for Aquarius. We have intimacy and date night. So intimacy says sexual chemistry, reminiscing. Date night says get ready to be wined and dined. Okay, so this obviously is love. Okay, I do feel like you might be meeting someone, or you've met someone that you really like. Things may be getting a little bit heated and spicy in the bedroom with this new connection. If this is somebody that you're already dating, things are really elevating and are going really well for you both. If you are in a connection and you have not had a chance to go out, some of you may be going on some sort of date night here this month, or you're planning on setting time apart to really spend some time with each other. Either way, this is definitely something that can happen if you're single or if you're in a connection. For those of you who are single, I do feel like there might be somebody coming in that you may have met either online or through a mutual friend is what I'm hearing. And so you may be going out on some sort of date night, and that may escalate to something a little bit more spicy. Do you know what I mean? If you are the one paying for the dinner, just be very careful that you don't spend more than you need to. You know, don't I feel like I need to tell you, don't go overboard and kind of stay within your means. Okay, that's not for everyone, that's for someone out there. Let's see what else we have coming in for you, Aquarius, here for the month of August. Liar. We'll do one more. What else do we have coming in for the month of... Okay, I will take that one more spirit for Aquarius. Thank you. Pets. Okay, so for some of you, just be very careful with who you're dealing with. If you are single and going out on random dates, just be very careful. There's someone that you meet that could not be telling you the full truth. So just be very mindful. Make sure you're probing. Make sure you are paying attention to the red flags. Sometimes when you are doing the online dating, you juggle between the multiple people, and so it's kind of hard to decipher. But I feel like this person will be showing their true colors awfully soon, like in the very beginning. If you do not feel comfortable meeting up with this person, follow your instincts, is what I'm being told. Some of you may have some pets that you're either introducing a new pet into your life, or you're contemplating and getting a new pet. Or there is a pet that really has a newfound love. It's possibly not your pet, but for some reason the pet gravitates to you. So some of you just may be gravitating or attracting someone else's pets, or might just be adding a pet of your own to your household. Okay, either way, pets are fun. Or some of you may be needing an emotional pet. That's what I'm hearing too. It can go that way as well. Some of you may be dealing with somebody who has some sort of addiction, or you might learn that you know of someone close to you that has some sort of addiction and they've lied about it the entire time. I'm getting that too. Some of you may be learning about that. Somebody in your close circle has some sort of addiction, whether it's a sex addiction, a drug addiction, alcohol addiction, substance abuse, whatever. And they've been lying about it. Yeah. All right, let's see what else comes in for you, Aquarius, for the month of August. They're giving messages for the sign of Aquarius here for the month of August. Thank you. Bag secured. So some of you are really working your butts off. Multiple jobs, making sure that you're doing your absolute best in the workplace. This is not going unnoticed. There is you're being monitored by supervisors, by higher ups. They are looking at your work, they're looking at your job performance. You're definitely ensuring that you are locking in those employments, and or looking at some sort of upgrade or elevation when it comes to your job. Some sort of leadership role is something that definitely will be coming in for you here, or you may be considered for this. Okay. For some of you, there is some things, some work that you may be planning on doing, some sort of, I don't know if you want to like start your own business, or you're contemplating doing something, some sort of extra source of income that may be coming in for you as well for the month of August. You have past life here. So there might be a connection that's coming in, possibly with someone that you had dealt with before. It is something that I don't think you see it coming. I think it's something that it's one of those things where they send you a random text and you had not heard from them in a while, and you're like, wow, haven't heard from this person. Let me see what they're up to, right? And it kind of just blossoms from there, and some time has passed by, and I think that you're both in different stages of your life, where now when you reconnect, it feels and seems different, and then you meet up, and it's like, wow, you pick up where you left off is what I'm feeling here. This person feels familiar, okay? And that's what will gravitate you. You got red flags. So some of you, there might be someone from your past that's coming in that's not going to be so joyful, right? That will may come in with some red flags. So they may just remind you why you stepped away from them, so long ago. It's almost like there is someone who's coming in that back then you knew was no good for you, and you give them a chance the second time around, and you're like, ugh, this is why. This is why you and I parted ways, XYZ, long ago. Yeah, see, this person is coming in with a hidden agenda, okay? They're trying to hook and reel you back in. See how the hook is on that gift? They're trying to hook you back in. I do feel like this person um may be lying to you of things that they say they worked on and or changed about themselves, but I don't think that I don't think it's the truth. I think that they're telling you what you want to hear, but I don't feel like you're gonna fall for those, for the trap. I feel like you're gonna be far more cautious this time around with someone who did not display, the qualities you needed then. Okay. All right, let's see what else we have for Aquarius for the month of August. Jeez, all of these are falling apart. Unbreakable, yeah. So you're not falling for the trap. Like, I feel like you've gone through so much shit that Nothing that this person brings back to you will surprise you. Like, it's almost like you're expecting the disappointment from the person, but you're with the shits, so you'll see what it's about and assess then. All right, unbothered. I feel like this person, it won't be too long before they show their true colors. And then you're gonna be like, blocked. That's why you were blocked the first time. A leopard doesn't change the stripes. Ghosted. Yeah, this person may have been playing stupid games in the past where, you saw them from time to time. They were very inconsistent, did not really keep their word, had commitment issues. Okay. So, one day they wanted to be in love. Next day they didn't know who the hell you were. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. I feel like they're coming back with the same thing, promising that they're going to be around this time around, that they changed, but you see through the true colors. What else do we have for Aquarius? You're going to let it go. That's a wrap. You're working on you, okay? You are your only focus right now. I feel like you're not in the business of entertaining empty promises this time around. You're just not. Like, you're so focused on making your money, working on yourself, that you're not. Love has almost taken like a back burner is what I'm hearing. And so this person coming back in looking good and promising something that isn't really what their actions are displaying, because you're more about actions. If someone doesn't show you that they've changed, it's only words up in the air, right? This person is going to be just that. They'll come in sounding great, and promising that they were going to do what they did many many moons ago, but at the end of the day, a facade can only be kept for so long before the true colors come in. Yeah, no, two-faced. Okay, this person is going to show their true colors. Okay, they're gonna say one thing and do another. Actions will not match their words. Okay, so just be mindful. You know, that could also mean you have someone in your circle that you need to be mindful for. Okay, just watch people in your circle that aren't really happy for you. Okay, that pretend to be your friends, um, and in fact don't have your best interest in mind. Okay, behind the mask. So it could be someone in your circle, or this person coming back into your life that is hiding who they, what their true intention. Excuse me, Aquarius. I promise I'm not sleepy. This person could be hiding their true intentions, right? They are not showing you their true face. They're not coming in with pure intentions, okay? All right. Maybe that's how you're feeling, like, take that shit elsewhere kind of thing. I don't know. What else do we have for Aquarius? Thank you. Yeah, deep fake. Look at this. You're done. You're done with the bullshit. This person's gonna want to love bomb you, sell you all sorts of dreams. But I feel like you're done. You're gonna tell them like, dude, you either or take this out. Yeah, you can be a man too. You either come correct or don't come at all. Don't waste my fucking time, basically. All right. I just feel like you're not wasting any time, and you're gonna see their true colors right away and nip it in the bud. Okay. But love isn't all lost. There is something new coming in for you. Possibly in the winter months, okay? There is something new coming in for you that's going to be different. Okay? Yeah, you might be hearing something about someone in your circle, some sort of gossip. Let's see, what's this? Somebody you may know, may maybe maybe hearing of an infidelity, or somebody I don't know if you're going to catch someone's partner cheating on on someone you know. I don't know. That's very specific. You might hear of somebody cheating on their spouse. Or you might find somebody's spouse cheating on a friend, and you'll have to spill the tea. Take it as it resonates. Some of you are really focused on making your money. All right. You're focusing on growing that bag. Okay. Making sure that retirement is set for when it's time to retire, to take a back seat. Okay. I think that's what you're doing. You're not really focusing on love, Aquarius. Love is being treated as a part-time hobby for now, until the right one steps in and shows you otherwise. You're not about surface level connections. It's almost like, if you are, it's like, let's do what we do, and you go home, I stay home, I go home, and see you when I see you. Okay? No emotions, none of that. None of that lovey-dovey shit. That's what I'm getting from you, Aquarius. Let's do some tarot and see what tarot has to tell you. Jeez, all your cards are falling. Yeah, what I said. Money. You're waiting. There's something that you've either invested in or you're planning on investing in, that you're working and you're just waiting for you're reaping what you sow. Right now, your focus is, again, securing that bag, making sure your finances grow. You are very careful with spending. There's just something here that you are going to put your full focus on, so that you can then enjoy your hard labor later. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah. Yeah. Ten of Swords. There could be something that you may have there could be something that you may have invested in, some sort of I don't know. Or you're being offered to invest in something. Be careful. Read the fine print. Read the fine print. Make sure that the risks aren't I feel like there might be some risks, but I don't know. I feel like this investment might be something that you want to look into. If you're getting that gut feeling, I wouldn't do it, okay? Or if you're not familiar with who you're doing the investment with, do your research, is what I'm being told. Do your research. There's something that's just there's not enough information, okay, for you to take the risk, okay? Or if there's not enough information to take the risk, don't take it. That's what I'm being corrected on. Okay. All right, you got the King of Swords. I feel like, yeah, some of you are just really, again, you're really stoic when it comes to your finances. You're very smart, so you don't do dumb investments if you are going to do them. Okay, you're very wise. So I feel like this is the time you just be careful, because people do want to do investments with you, or maybe you want to watch your money grow, but just be very careful. There might be something that's a little too risky for your own good. Okay, Page of Wands. Yeah. All right, there's something what's this Page of, okay. All right. We got the two of Swords. Seven of Wands. What's this? The Ten of Cups and the Four of Swords. Okay. So there might be more than one investment that you are planning on, or there might be more than one. I don't know if some of you are waiting for some sort of okay, I got two storylines here. So the first one is investments. Be very mindful where you put your money in. There might be more than one option, and one of the options will be better than the other. Okay, so just weigh your options, weigh your pros and cons, and make a sound decision on which one you want. Okay, and which one's the better option. Follow your gut instincts. I can't say that any more than that. For some of you, I do feel like you are burning yourself out when it comes to employment. Some of you have more than one job, and you might just be really like, you're so focused on making money that you might be burning yourself out. So just be very careful to get your rest. Make sure you get some sleep. Make sure you drink your water, you take your vitamins. Like, be very careful, because I feel like you're burning yourself out. You're putting in too much work. And you're forgetting to take care of yourself. Okay. So just be careful with either overindulgence, I'm hearing, or just complete burnout from work. Okay. For some of you, you got the Ten of Cups here. What is this Ten of Cups? Thank you. Yeah. Some of you are having some issues with anxiety. Okay. Try to relax. Try to meditate. Okay. Practice meditation. You may have an overactive mind. Too much on your mind is also causing you some sort of anxiety. So just be very careful with that. There is something coming in for you, some sort of, for some of you, I feel like maybe you've been really anxious, just with life in general, but with the Ten of Cups here and the World card, I do feel like you might be coming out of the woods with that. Some of you may have gotten some good news that really just kind of calm your anxious state. Okay, for some of you, you're taking a good control and handle on it. Or some of you may just be anxious because of a family dynamic. Something's going on with family. There might be some changes coming in for your family dynamic. You may be asked to move. Some of you may be going through some sort of financial hardship where you're being asked to relocate, or you may have to downgrade. Yeah, some of you are going through some hard times right now. All right. And so that's causing you to be in your head and anxious. Pray to your ancestors and your guides for clarity and guidance. Okay. Whatever your higher power is, pray for that. There is something coming in though, so there is light at the end of the tunnel for you. If you are going through something, there is definitely some light at the end of the tunnel. You may have someone from your family kind of helping you and lending you a helping hand when it comes to those worries and anxieties that you may have too. You've got the Queen of Wands. So, but despite this outcome, some of you may be having, you're very confident, okay? Specifically in all of the work that you're putting into yourself, all of the work that you're putting in at work. I feel like your confidence is really starting to come to light and through the roof. Some of you may just be getting out of this anxious state and being more confident when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your home, when it comes to your appearance. I feel like some of you are just coming out of the dark and into the light when it comes to that. Yeah, Queen of Swords. You're just speaking your mind. You're making sure that you're happy with yourself. Most importantly, that you're expressing yourself. You're not holding anything back. At this point, you're not allowing anyone to step over you. You're not allowing anyone to change who you are, change your mindset. You're very much grounded, communicative. You could come off as cold and stoic, but honestly, you just cut through the bullshit. You're done. You're done letting anyone telling you what to do. You're done anyone dictating what to do. Like, that's just not something that you're putting up with. And I love that for you. Specifically when it comes to money, it looks like you're definitely holding your own when it comes to your finances and or in the workplace. Okay. Yeah, you're manifesting a brand new beginning when it comes to who you are as a person. I feel like you're in your power. The magician represents like manifestations and being empowered and being prepared. So I feel like that's what you're doing. You're preparing yourself for the best, and you're just in your power right now. Yeah, you're working hard. Okay, you're putting in the work so that you can enjoy the fruits of labor later. All right, let's do some oracles and we can finalize your reading. You got dog, protection from a powerful friend. So there could be a friend that's really significant for you that is really providing you with that confidence and mentorship that you need. Okay, there's always that one friend that you're looking after that really does look out for you. Okay, lobster, financial pinch. So again, be careful with excess spending, investments that are a little shaky and or unsure. Try not to do them. Okay. Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. But I do feel like with this casket card here, I do feel like you're getting out of that anxious mentality state and more into a power driven state, and you're doing what you can to make sure that both mentally, emotionally, physically, you are stable. Okay. Leg, stepping into a new experience. Yeah, some of you may be getting some sort of new work or opportunity to be able to showcase your skills, your expertise, specifically in the workplace. And then you have temporary situation. Remember that it's all there. Everything that's happening is for a reason and temporary. I feel like there is going to be something coming in that will only be for uh uh it'll only be for a short time, not for a long period of time. Okay, take that as it resonates, whether it's a connection or a job or some sort of business opportunity. Something is coming in and it's only going to be temporary. So if you're in a financial pinch, because you have it right below, if you're in a financial pinch, your finances will be blowing up, okay, before you know it. It's going to be just temporary. The setback is temporary, but the rewards are going to come in, and they will come in when they need to and in divine timing. Okay, one final card you've got here is the self-care. 18 might be significant. Heal, repair, and reconnect. What did I say? Make sure you take care of yourself. I feel like that's what you're coming out of. You're coming out of that scarcity mindset or anxious mindset or worry mindset about finances, about a failed connection. That's all out the door. Make sure you take care of yourself. Your well-being is the most important, and once you set that, everything else will fall into place, Aquarius. This was a beautiful reading. Thank you so much. If you're still here with me, don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, remember, kindness matters, and until next time, love you. Bye.